right, so I had a big problem this morning when I woke up. I looked outside and I saw more than a quarter inch of snow. So naturally, I grabbed my moon boots and tossed them on. But today, the only socks available were my ankle socks. So I was about 15 minutes into my day before my ankle socks started riding up my foot. It was like halfway up my foot. So then I was at Safeway and I was faced with the following dilemma. Do I take off my moon boots and adjust my socks, or do I just deal with the minor inconvenience? I chose the latter. The point of that story is that my two friends don't have to deal with that at all this week. They're down in San Diego. They're wearing polo shirts now. And Keith, earlier today you tweeted out a picture of Alyssa. I'm shocked now. I'm taken aback because it looked like when you were on the plane this morning, you weren't going to the Holiday Bowl, but rather to cover the Iditarod. How is she transitioning to the weather down there?
Oh, she's very nice transition. I was wondering, it took a long time to figure out where those moon boots were going. We are wearing moon boots because, as I've said before, if you can wear moon boots and a onesie, PJs all day long, it's a heck of a combo.
You're winning.
We're transitioning just fine into the weather. Some of us a little slower than others. It's not really that cold. It's like 60 degrees outside right now. But the big part for the Cougs is these Holiday Bowl practices, it's more like training camp. The young kids are in there practicing. The older guys get time off. At some point, Alyssa, you got to start actually worrying about another game again. Right.
It's kind of an odd transition. You're going from games constantly back to practice for several weeks on end, and like you said, you get a lot of guys, they get a lot of different reps and getting their ground, and they'll need it for this one. But that transition is something that they're getting back to for this bowl game.
You know, you just go through the routine, you duplicate the routine, and then, starting to shape things towards the game plan more specifically.
It's fun practicing for bowls, but, it kind of reminds me of like fall camp and spring ball, where you're just practicing to, get your practices in. But now that we're practicing for a purpose and starting to get back into the flow of things, it's a lot more exciting.
So Thursday, 6 p.m., the real thing, no more practices. They're getting ready for a very good Michigan State team, hoping to change their fate of last year. But that transition, that's going to need to come quickly.
Well, just like when you're in fall camp, after a while you get tired of hitting the guy across you because you know him so well. Everybody knows each other's moves. They want to hit somebody wearing green and white. They're finally going to get that chance. Kind of like, Alyssa, if you keep her around kettle corn this long, at some point she's going to start wanting to charge toward that kettle.